Thank you, Honorable Minister. My question is directed to you. There is a belief or a perception that the cost of doing business in Zambia is very high in terms of legal documents that you need to have vis-a-vis registration from BACRA, ZRA, and other regulatory bodies in Zambia. Is there a deliberate policy by the government to reduce on licenses, to reduce on the time that one needs to do all this, because it takes time. Sometimes you have to queue up at ZRA. You may not have all your issues sorted out. Now, for standards that are crying about capital, for standards that are in a competitive environment, especially locals. So the question in short is, what are you doing to address these issues so that the cost and the time is reduced?
There are so many certificates or licenses that are needed just to set up a business. And I'll tell you what we are doing to stop that. But first I'll talk about the time frame taken to do the registration. The registration of businesses sits under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry through BACRA. What we have done first is to go online. In the past, you needed to go to Osaka or even Kilo, the Cotton Office, to do these registrations. Since 2023, we are doing a pilot of online registration where you can just register a company from the comfort of your seat. And we are now on full online where you can just search for BACRA. It will come from app stores. And when you search for it, you go to the registration. It will link you to ZRA. If you don't have a TIN automatically from ZRA, it will demand that you register a TIN. And if you've got other documents, you just download them, upload them, and you wait for tomorrow when they submit now and then search. Within 24 hours, that's what we've given ourselves, the registration should be done. But where the challenge is, we need to onboard all other agencies like NIMA, NAPSA, ZDA to speak one language on one platform. We haven't yet done that. Sorry, I've forgotten the name of the IT agency for our government that takes care of that. But on that one, we can quickly do it. But on the licensing parts, yes, we've got too many licenses. Under the Business Review and Regulations Agency, which still sits at the Ministry of Commerce, we are reviewing how we can harmonize all the 7. To register like a business, you need to go through maybe 7 processes, and you pay a fee for each one of them. By the time you're finished, you pay the fees, you've used that oil capital. So the time you're raising capital to start your business, you're going to another year to renew your license. So you can only be going through a cycle of licenses. So we want to harmonize all these licenses, collapse them into one, but not for the price of 7, for the price of 1. So that everybody else can be able to do it. And why we are done this, we are running very deliberate. We want youths to register companies. Youths starting with those at universities, colleges, who are getting government sponsorship. If a child who's getting bursaries at university can register a company, then everyone can. Because those are the targets that we're using as a litmus. Hopefully, we can conclude this by this year. What may delay the process, what is delaying the process, is Zambia does not just exist as Zambia alone. We have tied ourselves to some certain protocols around the world, COMESA, SADC, which affect any change we make. So we are engaging on these projects, but by the end of this year, that an announcement will be made on single license with one price for the 7 collapse to 1, doing it online.